Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Capricorn. Now this will be for the 6th to the 12th of December 2021. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Don't forget it's a general reading. It is not going to suit every single person out there, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Okay, Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. Two more. Okay. Like, you are going to end up breaking the cycle. But, right, let's start. I mean, there's quite a bit going on with you, Capricorn. Okay. I feel like there's a situation that you don't want to release. And it could have something to do with a third party. It could be, yeah, I just feel like it's got to do with a third party. I feel like you also need to do some sort of personal work because of this situation as well, because you've got the Death card in reverse. So you're definitely not wanting to release it, but at the same time needing to work on yourself. It could have involved something to do with some sort of addiction, but this is also your card. The Devil card is Capricorn's card, one of them. The other one is the Queen of Pentacles. But yeah, like, it could have had something. This could just be you showing up in your own reading, so I know, but it could also have something to do with an addiction that somebody had. Now, you've got 3 knights here. Now, as I said to you, third party, like, doesn't have to be just 3 people. It could have been 4 people, 10 people, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't even have to be sexual. It could just mean somebody in your ear. It could mean somebody new that you're getting to know, family members, blah, 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 whatever, right? I feel like there's multiple people involved in a situation. And yeah, like, you've got the the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, individually, if it's not, which I think it is a third party, if not, it's more that somebody might come in looking like Prince Charming and they're not. It could also be that, you know, you felt like you were stuck, or somebody in the situation felt like they were stuck. They were at a standstill. They were, could have been somebody had a short attention span. They could have been, you know, dating, looking at multiple people, keeping their options open. And you've also got the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is all about, you know, scattered energy. It can mean jealousy, suspicion, arguments, you know, like somebody who there's a lack of intimacy, lack of, you know, sex, chemistry, that kind of thing, passion, you know. So take it as resonates with you. Whatever it is, though, as I said, I feel like there was definitely a feeling of being stuck. Like, you felt like you were trapped. But the reality is, you take the blindfold off, you walk out the door, there's nothing keeping you there except your own negative thoughts. But you've also got the Five of Wands in reverse as well. Like, you keep a lot inside because it's easier than getting into fights. You know, you might have just kept a lot in rather than expressing and saying how you feel, because you just knew it would end up in a fight. Whatever good you do, though, you will get back. And I mean, the 6 is about, you know, asking for help if you need it, or, you know, giving and receiving help, or generosity, prosperity, you know, abundance. It's like, as I said, karma as well. Like, you do good, you get good. So that's all right. There was definitely a lack of balance, but once again, self-healing. You do need to do some sort of self-healing. You've also got the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like, I feel like one of the situations could have felt like a twin flame, but I feel like it just wasn't. Like, regardless of whether this is someone new or whatever, I feel like it's somebody's more sort of sexual and, you know, ambitious, motivational, charming, decisive. They're a leader, that kind of person. And then you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like, this person needs to focus on their self-worth. They need to love who they are. You know, they could be a mum. So, you know, look after yourself, care for yourself. You know, you might be a very needy, oversensitive kind of person. So, yeah, it's like one's you and one's your partner. Could have been a relationship you've already been in, or one that you might get into. But I feel like you're failing to recognize this magical opportunity with the Four of Cups. You know, you felt, or somebody in the situation felt unfulfilled. They felt bored. They, you know, whether and as I said, it could have been in this situation because it was next to these cards. So it was like depressed, you know, stuck, discontent, dissatisfied in this situation, you know, and it could have been just in general. It doesn't have to be with you, but just in general, they didn't really feel all that great. So whichever one that is. They could have also been doing something that, as I said, was deceptive. And, you know, there could have been addictions, that kind of thing. But I feel like, you know, there was definitely some sort of dishonesty. But you're moving on from that, you know, and you're making very slow progress, which is better than no progress, which is good. You know, you've definitely got choices. You know, you need to just kind of figure out what it is and move forward. There was definitely going to be, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I mean, this whole situation with this other person could have caused you a lack of confidence. You know, like maybe you blame yourself or whatever. So I feel like, you know, you have choices, but just know that it was just due to your self-confidence. It's got nothing to do with you. This had to do with them and their problems. It's going to take strength, and, you know, it made you feel very down, but you've got the will. You're learning, you know, you are going to break cycles, and now good things are going to start happening for you. So, you've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. You had this card a minute ago. I thought I saw that card a minute ago. But anyway, Nine of Swords in reverse. I mean, maybe I didn't because I haven't shuffled. I'm losing track between all my readings. Nine of Swords in reverse. This is you probably, as I said, you probably felt anxious and had no sleep and all these things, but you might still have some inner turmoil. You might have deep-seated fears because of whatever went on, but you need to release the worry. Work on, you know, releasing all that anxiety and stress and, you know. Trust your intuition. I feel like that's important. Yeah. Like, you definitely ended up having some time by yourself after this. And, you know, as I said, it took strength. Oh, look, not trusting your intuition, like I said. But I feel like you've definitely got a bit more wisdom about this situation now than what you had before. You know, really it was, I just feel like the passion really wasn't there. It could have also meant that somebody just had no direction, like no, even after the situation, maybe you just felt like you had no direction. You know, for some of you, it could have been a missed opportunity, but for a lot of you, I think it was more just that you didn't really know where to go after this situation ended or whatever. You didn't really know where to go. And as I said, that could have caused anxiety and, you know, sleepless nights and, you know, whatever. But you do have the Chariot. Oh my God, I feel exhausted. Okay, I'm gonna have to sage myself after all these readings. Yeah, the Chariot. I mean, this is about you can be successful if you take action. You need to be determined to make a change. You know, it's also about having direction. Like I said before, you felt like you had lack of direction. So it's about having direction, knowing where you're going, where you want to go in your life. Like, yeah, so like I guess you know, you can be triumphant. You just need to know where it is you're going, where you're heading, what it is you want for your life. Something more. Yeah. Oh, wheel again. That's good. You got the wheel twice. So that's good. I thought you had the Eight of Pentacles. It's a 7. And a 6. No. Okay. I thought you did. But you've got the Five of Pentacles and you've got the Five of Pentacles. Like, they're both right here. Both the same. You know, the Five of Pentacles in reverse is you recovering, having the courage and recovering from whatever loss this was. Could mean financial for some people, but others it's just a loss. You're recovering from that. You know, before you felt like a victim, you felt like you had this huge loss, but you're recovering from that. And as I said, you're breaking cycles, which is good. You've also got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I feel like you were too focused on one area of your life, and now I don't feel that way. I feel like you've got things going on. But I also feel like you're widening your knowledge. Like, I feel like you're a lot better off knowledge-wise than where you were before. Like, maybe you actually know some things now. And you understand it a bit better. So yeah, the Five of Pentacles, as I said, like, you're definitely recovering, which is really good. Tell me more, Capricorn. Yeah, this person, as I said, I felt like for some of you, you had a breakup. For others, as I said, you've had this loss, whatever that means to you, but it could have been that you just were not meant to be. There was something you needed to learn maybe from this person or from this situation. It also, I feel like it could have caused a lot of distrust in your life. You know, you now doubt a lot. But I mean, this is all about the truth and, you know, karma. As I said, you could have had some sort of justice served. You know, for some people, it can mean you're going through court due to this, you know, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's just, you got the truth. Like you understand more. Like I said, I feel like you felt like the victim. You felt like you were, you know, you had it hard due to this situation, but I feel like you're understanding a bit more of it now. And yeah, like it went from having a situation where there was obstacles and challenges and, you know, no real firm foundation, and, you know, you're leaving that to have this new beginning, which is good. I don't feel like anybody really wanted to walk away. I don't feel like that. But whatever this was, it caused a broken relationship. Like, I don't feel like it was your choice to walk away. Yeah. But it caused this broken relationship. There was some sort of, there was something happened to cause this relationship to be over, but at the same time, you didn't want to walk away. I feel like learn from your past, manifest what it is you do want. Also, you know, I feel like you got some bad news about this, or somebody in this situation got some bad news. Yeah. I also feel like, you know, maybe your person couldn't move past their issues. Okay. Then you've got the Hermit in reverse. Now, as I said, I don't feel like you wanted to be by yourself. Like, I don't feel like that. And maybe you need to do some soul searching and some introspection, or you needed to after this situation. Also, I guess you felt like, as I said, you just felt like you didn't really know kind of what really happened. It was there and then it wasn't. It was over in a split second. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like there was no real, as I said, you didn't know the whole truth. There was no kind of clarity about, like, you didn't really understand everything. I don't know kind of what I'm hearing. Oh, look, the truth. Yeah, like exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said. Yeah, like exactly what I just said. You were trapped in fear. Like, you didn't know everything. You know? And something happened and there was a change. And it affected your life in a huge way. It was like split second. And Like, it caused you a lot of fear, obviously, because you went from being with this person to not. And it wasn't your choice. But you need to forgive this person, this situation. You know, I feel like there was absolution. Like, in this relationship, it was done. And you could have got some clarity about this. Like, yeah. And I feel like now you're in a place where you have more hope than you did. Like, I feel like you didn't really have, yeah, I just feel like you didn't really have that hope before. I feel like you're definitely making progress. As I said, slow progress, but slow progress is better than no progress. And you've also got the King of Swords, that fell out as well. So, you know, somebody definitely had some inner truths they were kind of keeping to themselves. And I don't feel like you really understood or really knew what happened or how this person felt or what they were going through. Like, I mean, I can tell you that I broke my rib. I broke 4, actually. And I can tell you about that, and you can be, you know, empathetic and say, oh, you know, I'm sure that really, you know, sucks, and, you know, I'm sure it hurts. You don't have a clue. Like, unless you've actually been through having 4 broken ribs, you can't understand what it's like. You might, if you have 1 broken rib, you might get some sort of idea. 4, you can't understand what it's like to have 4. Like, I can't understand what it's like to have, you know, 5 or 6 broken ribs, because I've only had 4. And I don't mean only had 4, like 4's a lot, that way too many. And I hope that no one ever has broken ribs. But what I'm saying is, you can't understand exactly what I go through on a daily basis. Every time I move, breathe, sneeze, even after all these years, I still struggle when I get a cough, when I sneeze. Sneezing is excruciating. I kind of have to like hug myself to try to, it doesn't help, but it makes me feel like I'm kind of like, it's so painful. Once again, you can't understand that. Unless you've been in my situation and in my body, you can't understand how that feels for me. And I've got a high pain tolerance. So, which also you don't know because you're not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can only kind of, we might have some sort of idea about what someone's going through, but we can't really understand. So, yeah, I just feel like, you know, somebody also could have been, you know, controlling and cruel and manipulating, but I feel like for a lot of people, like, maybe that's due to the depression. For others, I think it's more just, it wasn't even about that. It was more about the inner truth of this person. But I feel like you need to work on your confidence and, you know, stand up for yourself. Like I've said to you before, I think in one of your other readings, you do need to stand up for yourself. Like, don't let anyone ever walk all over you. Like, if you think something, you say it. Like, yeah. I also feel like you're persevering. Like, you're moving on from this past situation. Yeah. As I said, I feel like this could have caused you depression. More so than discontent and bored. You could have been that too, but I feel like for a lot of you it's depression. Like, I sense with the 9 of Swords card, like, there was definite depression. Yeah, like you're moving on from the heartbreak, and I also feel like, you know, you also need to be careful. Stop repressing how you feel, because one day eventually you're going to blow like a volcano. you know, but I feel like you're now releasing that. You know, as I said though, with the 5, you had this before, and I feel like you felt like a victim. Like this, you felt like you were left in the cold. You felt like this person rejected you or, you know, left you. So I feel like, yeah, work on your self-worth, and then you're going to have some new love come in if it hasn't already. Everyone's going to be at a different place in this reading, or different place in their life. This could have been past for some people, could be now. As I said, time is fluid. I'm not sure if there was one turned over somewhere in here. Oh yeah, there is. Ah, 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Same card as the one that fell out before. You know? In reverse though, this is you. Yeah, you're going to have a new love. You are going to feel like you're going to be hesitant to kind of let anyone in ever again. You know, also disappointed with what went on, but needing to do that introspection, like I said. You didn't know everything. Like, yeah, like you're in denial. I just feel like you didn't know everything. You can't. You can never know everything. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you might really hate this person now due to whatever happened, but you also need to have some sort of understanding that you don't know everything. You don't know how this person feels. You can't know exactly how this person feels. Like I said with the ribs, you can't. And I'm sure there was whatever, I mean, I'm not saying they've got rib issues. I'm saying I just use that as my example. But whatever this person had, whether it was mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever they had, these issues, they could have had all of them, one of them, whatever. You can't know how they really felt. And maybe just kind of, I guess, have some empathy. Like, you don't need to hate them because they were in a bad place or, you know, whatever situation. Like, I feel like you need to let that go. You need to release the hatred, the anger, the whatever, because it wasn't about you. And as bad as that sounds, like they loved you or whatever, I just feel like it wasn't about you. And it took a lot of strength. For both of you, probably. I get the not, because you don't know everything, you didn't get some sort of closure for some of you. Like, I just feel like you didn't get that. It's probably caused a lot of confusion. It's probably caused a lot of feeling abandoned. It wasn't because of you. Like, I keep hearing that in my head. It wasn't because of you. It wasn't like they needed to leave you as such. They needed to work on their own shit. Deal with their own shit. And maybe they couldn't. Yeah, like, trust is huge. And you could have had kids with this person. But I feel like you do deserve love. And, you know, at the time, whether it's now or before, you really didn't think it was going to be safe for you to love, or there was going to be anything new kind of coming in. So, you know, you took some time by yourself, but I also feel like you will meet somebody new for those of you that want that. Maybe it's got something to do with work, finances. There's something to do with that for somebody. Maybe the new love is at work or something to do with your finances. I don't feel like they left you like in major financial debt though either. Like I don't feel like it's, yeah, caused financial issues. Yeah, you definitely need to heal and release. You've had a loss and you've had some lost love. But you need to work on your self-confidence, like I said. And transform working on you, like I said. And you are going to have this eternal love or something new coming in. And I'm sure even this person still loves you. They just, as I said, have their own or had their own shit. But yeah, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Like I feel like something new is coming. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will catch you with the next read. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.